first one, I believe. Or is it? No, this is the second one. Yeah. No, this is the second one. So I think I've completed the goal of removing bad tide from the map. Yes, so bad tide has been removed from the map. So the two bad tide sources are capped up, wherever this cap is, and then the other one's way over here somewhere. He's up over here. There he is. This one's capped off, so those are capped off. And then I believe the water sources should divert. So this water source will go off the map if it turns into bad tide. So that one's handled. And let's just press play. We'll press play. There we go. Got a drought approaching. Who won there? Oz won. Oh, wait a minute. No, who won? Oz did win, yeah. Us Kiwis be suffering. You can go to bed. You guys can go to bed, man. I plan on streaming later tonight. That's the way I end up doing. It's funny. So I'll when in my mornings, you know, I'll be watching some Aussie streamers, and that's during the week, you know, as I'm kind of starting my day. And then when I'm starting streaming at night, some of the same people that I watch in their mornings, they'll kind of be watching me and saying hello and stuff. And then this one looks like it's capped off too. So yeah, this goal's done. I forgot. So all the bad tides diverted. So our water sources seem to be handling it. I've looked like I've set up a set of, yeah, a little bit of a levee here. Of some locks. Increasing the water over here. So yeah, I can see this. So the idea is, yep. So I see what I've done here. So I've increased significantly the water over here. Only good water comes through. And then this will fill up. And then until this starts hitting. And then it starts filling into here. Then this fills up here. To this level, and then we let it out just a little bit. I wish you could see the water flow better, but it should be going off the map right here. Like that's the only place it's got to go. And then these sluices keep this water at this level here. And then if you remember the early on episodes, I usually lurk. What did I win? Did you win something? No, you didn't win anything. But in the raffles, if you do win, you get a code to go into the Gleam.io for the gift card entry or for the Perseus entry. But Al's won the raffle. Let's do another raffle. So if you win the raffle, you get a code that gives you a bunch of entries into the giveaway. Willy Wonka, you get nothing and you will like it. Good day, sir. What else do I have going on? All right, so yeah, this gives me tons of water over here. And what I did is I knocked this water level out. So it was all the same level here. So yeah. So we got lots of water here. I was trying, and I think this is one of the things too, I was trying to get the water in this area to be up to here as well, and then barely going over. What is this set to? It's set 1.65. What I want to do is I want to, yeah, so the water isn't necessarily flowing through here. And I think the idea was I was just going to make this all the same level. Yeah. You can level up in chat, but that doesn't mean anything. I might do something with that later on, but your chat level has nothing to do with winning at this time. I might do something with that in the future. But right now, to go from level to get like level 1 or 2, it doesn't take much chatting. Let's see here. So yeah, I think what I'm trying to do is make this all the same level. And the way I like to do this is I start from the top level, the highest, and then knock that down and keep getting larger and larger, I guess, explosions, right? So it looks like we need this to get done. Yeah, this is all done. And it looks like we got just a few more. Let's bump the priority of this. Let's get them done so we can do some blowing up. We'll just bump that. We'll bump those so we can get some explosions going. And let's do these. Oh, okay, so that'll have everything at this level, so we'll get an explosion going here in a minute. Where's this guy going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, he's going over here to do this one. He's going all the way over here to do that one. I want a real-time strategy with terraforming like this. That would be interesting. Timberborn RTS. Timberborn RTS. There you go. All right. So I think that was my next big thing. Was I want to get this water going, but I'm gonna wait till this fills up first. In fact, once this is full, this will naturally fill up this area. And yeah, then we'll have lots of water there. So this will fill up last. I was going to do this, but something happened. When I opened this up, it just didn't work the way that I wanted it to work. Oh, we got something to blow up. Let's blow this up. You ready? Best part of Timberborn is blowing stuff up. All right. And then I walled off this. I got that built up. Walled this off. Really, I mean, we're getting close to... Hey, Doc. Good morning. Morning, 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 morning. I walled this off. So this gives me a lot more green area. Really disappointed at the level of greenness here because I have just 3 levels down a ton of water. But I might have to figure something out here. I was kind of hoping this would all be green. Might have to do a pump and an irrigation channel, maybe. Maybe we do a pump and irrigation channel. And this is the water area. We still haven't really built the water area. We just kind of got the starts of it. We just have the start of it. Oh, we got a little bit. We got some things here. They got stuff they can flood in, play. They got some baths, showers. So I won both raffles by clicking on the link. Does it tell me what to do to get the code? So you go to here. You log on to the portal. It's going to have your codes down here. You have to log in with the same account you won with. Then from there, in the giveaway, those codes you use in the section called Enter Your Personal Unique Code. For the Perseus, it gives you 25 entries. For the gift card, it gives you 1,000 entries. So you log on to the portal, you get a code, and then you use that into the giveaway. So when you go into here, select the gift card one. After you do these first 2 here, it'll open up another entry, and then you can put the gift card entry code in, or the code you want in there. Building lacks materials. So that was one thing. And then over here, so yeah, that was the next thing too. So let's update our goals. Let's update our goals. So this is done. In progress. This is in progress. This is essentially done. And then we want add build the bot farm. We need to build the bot farm. So that's the next thing we need to do too. Yes, you can use them in both. The code's good for both, Lude. So you don't have to decide. And it's advised to enter those codes as soon as possible. By my next stream, they might get wiped out. Like, I was only down to like 10 individual codes this morning, so I had to wipe out the previous ones and put in some new ones. Yeah, that's all right. I know it's not 100% straightforward, but it's a pretty robust system. And then, so StreamerBot is, their beta has dropped for 1.0, and they've added support for Click. So I'm hoping here, I don't know if I want to do the beta, but whenever they kind of have a stable release, then I'm going to move to 1.0, and then we'll have the giveaways on all 3 platforms, Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. Okay. So this is where we kind of have we decide the bot farm is going to be. I can't decide. Do I want to raise this all up so I have more to work with? I think so. I don't need grass. Honestly, like 90% of the time while I'm doing something else, I don't usually have audio or chat showing. That's all right. however you want to enjoy the content. Yeah, I think we're going to. Let's see here. Let's get rid of all this. So this is where the bot farm is going to be, so I'm just going to make us a nice big flat area. So let's cut down some of these trees here. So we'll do it, we'll cut these down, we'll just go all the way through to here. We'll come to here. So that means we need to get rid of the planting. All right, clear planting area. Right here. This is where we decided. Alright, so that planting area is gone. Let's make sure I got that. Okay. Then we need to destroy this stuff. Alright. Let's get some sidewalks here so they can get to it. Let me make sure stream OBS isn't taking up my resources. Alright, we're good. Sometimes videos are playing in the background. Like I see, it is lagging. Okay, we're going to destroy this. So we're going to build dirt. Where's my dirt? Terrain block. We're going to build it in this direction. Yeah. Alright, that's our height. We'll make us all the same height. We're going to make us a nice square too, so we're going to build that out. Oh, let's build out over here too so we can see this. We're going to build here and there. And we're going to build like that. I think that's squared up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that looks squared up. And this will be where our bot farm is going to be. Oh, is the water starting to fall down? Oh, it's drying out. Why is it drying out? Oh, dry. We got a drought. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Now let's build that. There we go. That looks good. All right. Let's high prioritize these trees. I want to get these out of the way so I can get this stuff done. We don't need to high prioritize that though. Let's go ahead and blow this up. Demolish. Let's high prioritize that. There we go. And this is where our bot farm is going to be. Maybe we can sneak and hide something right there. All right, they just cleared that right out. All right, so let's get more terrain blocks. Let's do that. That looks good. All right, stop for a minute, guys. You're all in my way. There we go. These guys are in my way. There we go. That looks good. There we go. So that's that level, and then we can do this. There we go. There we go. All right, that looks square now. That'll be the bot farm. All right, now we can proceed. Let's give it a save. We've done a lot of stuff. Yeah, last time I played was the 19th. So, yeah, it was 3 weeks ago. Okay. So that's where the bot farm will be. Let's see how our dynamite's coming along over. Oh, we got dynamite here. Are we ready to blow this up? Is this ready to blow up? Oh, we got this over here too. Oh, we got dynamite over here. But this is the highest level one. So this should be ready. This looks good. This is ready to blow this up. Yep. Here we go. Hey, Vess. You're just in time for the best part of Timberborns. Here we go. Let's start it right here. The map is so big and so much going on, it doesn't happen as fast as it should. So it's like overloaded. Early on in the game, this goes boom, 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 and it looks better. But it's kind of overloaded. It's almost like I should slow it down. It's so lagged. I'll have to slow down the next one. Yeah, we'll probably have to do this slower next time because that was just a major problem. Alright, so now we need to do the next level. We're just doing one level deep. I know I could do multiple levels, but I like making the explosions bigger and bigger. So I just work down to each level because it's fun. And so now this section's even with this stuff here. There we go. The idea of this is going to eventually all be full of water. It'll get water around the map. We want to be at this level here. Why am I missing part of the map here? Alright, now I got to make sure they can get to this area. Can they get to it? How were they getting to it before? We probably need to do some stairs here. Yeah, they can't really get to this, so I need to do some stairs to get down. We'll do on both sides here. So let's get rid of this one. And let's get rid of this one. Alright. And let's get some stairs. Alright, turn it around. We'll do these last. And let's get some roads. Cross like that. Just do it like that. Alright. It is lagging. I might have to slow the game down, but then it doesn't progress as fast. I should get them to be able to reach everything. And that'll be the next section. So we're in a drought, so that's why there's no water. Alright, let's save. We made another big change. Let's save. Hey, Attack Cat. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Everybody is working peaceful. Pretty much we got a lot of automation going on now. Well, we got 107. They're a big. These things add a ton of well-being. Our well-being's up to 47. These add a ton. I think those are all built. I think I had 2 or 3 of these built. There's 2. Do I have a third one somewhere? Maybe I had a third one up somewhere, like over here or something. But I need to figure out what I'm going to do here. So what can we build for them? Well-being. So these obviously do well. Shower and the Lido. But I want to get some other stuff kind of in here too. How big is a merry-go-round? Like get a merry-go-round in the middle of the water? That'd be cool. Let's get one of those. Alright, how do I want to build this? Let's get a merry-go-round going. Yeah, let's get it going over here in the middle. So it's in the middle of the water. Alright, so let's get some stairs. Let's work off of here. Alright. Alright, how big is this merry-go-round? Well-being. Alright, it's carousel. Alright, so we went there. So we need a platform there. So we'll build that first, and then we'll move the stairs. So right there. So let's put a dirt block there, so we know where we're building. Perfect. Right above water. Actually, no. Then I want a platform. What am I looking for? Platforms. Alright, he's just above, and then the carousel can go there. Make sure he fits. Yeah, we'll do the entrance right there. So let's get... So let's not build him yet. Let's pause that. Let's pause this. Let's pause that. Let's build our stairs. Not stairs, but stairs, platforms. So we need to get this built first. There we go. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what happens if I can build that. I can't select that. There we go. Let's go ahead and get him built too. Alright. All right, we'll come back to that. I did the other way. I muted it. Unmuted it. All right, so this is to continue to do the water area. Let's get a couple more Lidos here. So how do we want to do this? Well-being, Lido. I think we can do a pot here. All right, let's do this. Is it just one level there? Trying to see how I did this. Yeah, it's just one level of dirt. All right, so let's do this. Let's get dirt. All right, shower, shower, Lido, shower, Lido. All right, shower, Lido, shower, Lido. All right, that should work. And then we put a potted plant like right there. So then we can do a shower, well-being, shower, there we go. Oh, I can't do that, so it's not going to work. So then this shower is going to have to be there like that. So then Lido, shower. We need one more. There we go. And then we can put our Lidos in. Where's the Lido? There you are. Oh, these are 4 wide. I thought they were 2 wide. So that can't go there. So then a shower. For some reason I thought they were 3 wide. And then a Lido, so we need some more. There we go. Lido. There we go, that works out. And a shower, and then a Lido right there. It'll fit right up to the stairs. Okay. Shit. Alright, shower. Bean. Shower. And then one more Lido. There we go. Alright, that kind of handles that. We'll have a nice little merry-go-round. We'll build stairs going from there to there across. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how we get there. I want to see it built first. Okay, we went down pretty low. So that drought, we went down pretty low. So it's going to take a minute to fill that back up. Starting to come through. Yeah, but that drought really lowered the reservoir. But I think once it's fully full, it won't be too bad. Alright, so... okay, they're going to be working on that. Do you mod the game? Not right now, so just to kind of refresh, this is my 7th episode of this. The original idea was, I haven't really played in a few years. And so I was just doing a normal game, an easy map on a normal mode, so I can learn the new features. Like, I'd never used the sluices, the zip lines, or anything, so I just wanted to get my brain around how they work and stuff. And then maybe later on, I'll do a harder map or a mod. Most games I stay away from mods because unless it really adds exceptional value for me, is when I update the game, I don't want to deal with mods. I don't want mods breaking stuff. It's like if I'm enjoying the base game, I'll do that. And I don't just play one game. So some people is like, oh, I love Timberborn. I'm bored of what I'm doing with Timberborn. So let me spice it up with a mod. I don't approach it that way. I tend to just play a different game and then come back to it later. Let me, I gotta fix my monitor. Hold on, I gotta unplug it, plug it back in. But I've been enjoying it. So these new features are really, really cool. The zip lines are fun. I got zip lines throughout all the maps so they can get to most of the areas quickly. Currently working on a few different things. This is where the bot farm. I haven't built any bots yet out of the folktales. So this is where my bot farm is going to be. And that's kind of the next big automation thing, is to get the bots going. So right now I have 260 plus beavers, right? And no bots. So my goal is to get those beavers not working and the bots doing all the jobs where they can. They're churning along. They're happy. 48 satisfaction. We got a huge reservoir with batteries all around the reservoir. We got tons of energy if we need it. We got lots of windmills. We got 2 of these big structures. One over there, one over here. Kind of organic growth. I won't say it was planned, other than a few things. You know, at some point in time, I said this was going to be all the buildings that require power. But not a lot of planning in terms of how things are going to be until later stage. The earlier stages was just surviving. So now I'm kind of planning stuff. So this is like a water park area for the beavers. That's what I'm setting up here. And there's my reservoir. Let's get the fun over here. I just got done removing all the bad tides off of the map. So all the bad water sources are capped, and all the bad water will route off the map. That'll, like, for example, this will route off here if it's bad water. And then obviously tons of energy with all these water wheels. And like when the batteries go down, they barely go down because there's so many. The staircase down into the reservoir to do some maintenance. So, let's get our farm designed out, our bot farm. So what do we need? What do we need for bots? Where are bots under? Bots are under... I haven't built any of this stuff, but it's like science is not a big deal, because if you kind of let the game play, once you get automation in, if you let the game play, you can have as much science as you want. Once you get to the point of automation and you get a steady population, regardless of that population, as long as you have one inventor, you can basically, science is just a non-issue at that point, because you can just let it run for however long you want it to run. So I've done that. I've had times where I just let it run overnight so I could turn up a bunch of, have all my stuff filled up. So I haven't built any of these, but I feel like I should build one just for shits and giggles. If we were to build an observatory, it should be up high. Yeah, we should build an observatory up here. How big is the observatory? Can we make room for that up here? So we just need to get a little bit of... We probably could build it here if we move the stuff. Maybe here. No. So if we build this over... Yeah, we build the observatory to be kind of in the middle of the map too. So I think it'd be cool to build the observatory right there. Maybe even build it up higher. Like a little stairway up to it. I do want to build it over here. Maybe right here. Where do I want to build the observatory? I don't need one, but I want to build it up high. Can I build it on top of this? Ooh. There you go. Hey, Citizen Spinner, what's going on, man? Welcome in, welcome in. We're just playing our relaxing Sunday morning Timberborn stream. Alright. There we go. That looks good. Oh, that's perfect. That worked out better than I could have imagined. Alright, so I'll give us an observatory. Not that I need one, I don't need it, but I do want to get all buildings built as a part of this playthrough. Alright, so now we got to figure out, you know, Citizen Spinner is playing some Battlefield recently and doing some Star Citizen, so if you like Star Citizen, he's much more informative than I am. I'm more of a mess around with the game and see if I have fun. Citizen Spinner gets in there and figures shit out. What was I doing? Oh yeah, the bot farm. We need to build the bot farm. Oh, where are you at? Power? No. Science. There we go. So, refinery, bot factory, and bot assembly. So, I don't remember what's what. So, they make the different stuff that they need. Produces various types of fuels. Okay. So, that feels like that should be down where they're going to get the fuel. So, we got carrots, potatoes, and other stuff. Maybe as much as I can figure out. So, I feel like the refinery should be over here-ish. Probably should get a couple of these going. Let's get a couple of these going. Alright. And we'll do potatoes and carrots, because those are the ones I have a ton of. I have tons of potatoes, tons of carrots. Yeah, we'll do both. We'll do one will be carrots and one will be potatoes. So then I need to biofuel storage. So I assume that's the barrel storage. Alright, let's do that here. So it's right there. I can't see. Alright, so this will be biofuel. There we go. Alright, so they'll produce that. Does this require power? Electricity? No. No, this doesn't require electricity. I mean, I can get electricity. I might change where I was going to build it. All right, so that's where those will go. We'll start producing those. And what I like to do is I like to have these kind of throughout the map. So let's build some more storage. That way it's accessible. So pretty much everywhere there's water. Now you got to get the power to the observatory. Oh, yeah, okay, I'll do that. I can do that. We got tons of power up here. I didn't think of that. This does require power, doesn't it? Yep, 200 horsepower. Shit, that's gonna make it look ugly. Can I replace one of these? What can I do here? Damn, that's gonna make that look ugly. That is not what I want. Alright, hold on. Let's get rid of this. Let me rethink this. Alright, let's go to power. Alright, we're just got to walk around this. So we're going to come up from here. Alright, we're going to do a vertical shaft. Am I going to be able to build that with the zip line there? Okay, we're good there. Alright, now we need this. Okay, that's good. And then we come over to there. I don't like it, but I'm just building it just to be building it. I don't even need it. Power. Alright, let's get some shafts going. And then observatory, let's put them back. Science observatory. Alright, there we go. And then we can build that. Let's get another power. Okay. This is like the very top easy maps. Like I said, I haven't played in a long time. So I'm just using an easy mode, easy map to kind of learn this stuff. So my stuff is, I haven't played in a while, I haven't used tunnels, haven't used zip lines, none of the layering stuff, sluices. So I just did an easy map on the normal mode, so it's like the whatever that easy first map was. Is there a way to know what map you have? Oops. Once you started, is there something that tells you? This doesn't. But it's like the very top one, easy map, large one. Alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was building my observatory. Alright, so we got to get some stairs up. So let's get this. There we go. Entrance way, and then we'll do the same thing we did here. Okay, there we go. Let's get some stairs. Perfect. And I need them to be able to build this. I'm gonna do some temporary. We're gonna do some temporary stuff here. So they need to be able to build all this crap. There we go. So that's all temp. I might keep it. I don't know. But they need that to be able to build. Yeah, so this is my water reservoir. I love this. I got ladders and curved stairs mod to make it look better. Yeah. But, you know, again, I haven't really played this game in a while, and I just want to stick with the base stuff. Like I said, if I kind of get bored with the game, you know, I do mods if there's just something amazing about it, but otherwise I'll just check out another game. Yeah, I get you. Okay, so that looks... That should build that. Alright, so what was I doing? Oh yeah, the bot farm. So I wanted to get these everywhere. So I like to have these distributed throughout the map so that they're just available wherever the people are at or bots are at. So storage. Let's start building a few of those. Get some biofuels around. Let's look for the water stuff. We'll try to keep them near the water. Alright, so let's put one here. Alright, biofuel there. Alright. Looks like we got some water over here. What can we do here? Alright, I think we can redo the road here. Uh-oh. Sorry guys, I'm gonna cut off your path here in just a minute. Sorry. I'll rebuild it. I'll put it back. I promise, I'll put it back. Y'all obviously use that. Storage. Oh shit. That's bigger than I thought. Damn, and they used that. They clearly used that. You know, screw it. We're gonna put it here. Alright, I'll put your road back. I'm sorry. That was a popular road. That was a popular road. Alright, so let's get, was that 3? No, we need 2. There we go. And we'll just come from here. There we go. And bang, and bang. Let's make it a little bit more accessible. Let's see if we can connect over here too. Deuce. Alright. That looks good. And then a single level there. Okay, that looks good. So we connected that. Uh-oh. Dead Gnome, welcome in, man. Morning. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Alright, so that makes that a little bit more accessible. Did I change that to biofuel? There we go. Let's make it biofuel. And then, can I make any other connections? Can I connect it to this? I should connect it to this somehow. How can I incorporate that? That's another pathway. What can we build on top of this? Can I build one? Yes. What can I do with that? I can't do nothing with that. Can't do squadouche with that. I'm not farming anything right there, but I might change this. Alright, I think we're gonna get rid of that. What am I farming here? Catertails. Alright, let's get rid of that one. So let's get rid of the crop. There we go. Alright, you know what? I probably should just build it from here. No, I need to build it from here. And let's mark this one with catertails. Alright, there we go. And let's destroy this one. Let's hard prioritize that. Get that done so I can finish building this area. I want to connect this all together. It'll be another pathway. I like making these things up that are up at higher levels, very accessible from multiple locations, depending upon where you're coming from. Okay, so that's marked. So now we can build. There we go. Perfect. So then we can throw some stairs here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And then we can connect right on in. Bang, bang, bang. There we go. So now there's 3 ways to get to this. I almost want to make another one here. Yeah, it works. That works. So now there's 4 ways. Up top from the zip line, over here you're coming around. That's very accessible. Alright, let's get some more biofuel going. Storage. Where else? Hopefully they're not all as hard as like that one. Alright, everywhere I have water, we'll try to put some biofuel now there. Alright, what's going on with this road? Alright, get some biofuel there. What we got going on here? Guess we can make one available there. Where is storage? There we go. We'll make it same direction. We'll put it here. Let's make a road to it. Wait, did it not go? There we go. Alright, biofuel for here. Oh, what do I got going on here? What is this? Oh, that accidentally got placed. Alright, so we got some, we should probably get some biofuel over here. So these are like little temporary landing zones. You can see this. So they come in. These are like temporary work areas. I tend to leave them be, but what I do is I stock them up with things they're going to need, like terraforming stuff, dynamite, food, and water, and then this is needed for dynamites too. So let's get some biofuel going on here too. Storage. All right, biofuel there. We'll do another one where we're going to put the biofuel here. We'll put it right there. Storage. That looks good. It's biofuel. There we go. Alright, what else? We got some more work areas. This looks like this is... I'm surprised. This has got nothing going on here. I don't think I really expanded these yet. Oh yeah, that was a temporary... So yeah, this is going to get... what am I going to blow this up? No, I guess I decided not to blow it up. Alright, here's another one. Let's get some barrel fuel over here. Storage. Where are we going to put him? We can put him right here. right by the zip line. Alright, get some biofuel. There we go. Should be some more over here. Let's do another one right there. Water, storage, biofuel. Perfect. Got another zone over here. Alright, I think we could throw one right here. Storage. Alright, biofuel. Okay, we got another zone over here. Storage. Just put this right up with everybody else. Get some biofuel there. Perfect. And we got another zone over here. What can I do here? Let's see how big this is. Storage. Storage. Okay, I can make that accessible from there. Alright. Biofuel. Very good. It's kind of one here. Yeah, we'll build some biofuel there. Storage. Biofuel. Perfect. Another zone. I got a lot of these. Storage, biofuel. Perfect. Got another one going on here. This is not really a zone. Okay, that's just for extracting the stuff. Okay. Here's another one. All right. Storage. All right, biofuel. There we go. These little outposts, I just like to have the basics, the necessities, the bare necessities. All right, that looks good. Man, I got a lot of these outposts. All right, where do we want to put it? We want to put it over here. I think we'll put it right here. Where's the zip line thing? So they come into here. But then I also have one over there. We'll put it right there. Storage. All right, biofuel. All right, we're back around. We've done that. So now we just need to get a couple more in the inner city. We got 2 in the inner city, but I need more. Yeah, all those are handled. Yeah, okay, so we did one there. Really, we need to find one. Okay, I guess we got one there. It would really be nice to get one over here-ish. Yeah, let's do one there. Storage. Alright, that looks good. Biofuel. Alright, see if I can sneak one. Can I sneak? Ooh, perfect. Nice little area over here. I want to build this up. What's going on? I've really wasted this lower level. But it is what it is. That is what it is. We're just building up from here at this point. Storage. You know what? Let's put lots of biofuel here. Let's make this a huge biofuel reservoir area. Okay, biofuel and biofuel. Perfect. Alright, let's save. Lots of changes made. Alright, let's see if we got any dynamite ready to blow up. We got any more dynamite ready to blow up? I should make... Can I build that across? We should do that. Oh, that's in the way. I think that's in the way. Is it? No, it's not. Perfect. I like making these things accessible. There we go. So that's another way to get to that. Probably could do something over here eventually. Alright, yeah, looking to see if any of my other projects, how they're coming along. Alright, so what do we got going on? We should have some dynamite ready to blow up somewhere. Let's go find it. Where's the dynamite? Oh yeah, we're working on it over here. Alright, so is this coming along? It's coming along. Yeah, they're getting there. We'll be soon. We'll be able to blow this up. We're working hard. They haven't built these stairs. Let's build these stairs, guys. Come on, chop chop. Alright, so that's going to be ready to blow up soon. And they haven't really started working on this yet. How's our water filling up? Okay. When it fills up, then it's going to pour out over here. And then this area should begin to really fill up, which is the whole idea of having this stuff. I want all this water available surrounding area. Because it's already filling up from here, but it'll really fill up good from here. And what we could do to make this a lot of water is we could just start dynamiting everything. We can make this as low as possible. That would be good. I think we'll keep these all the level that we're going to make them, and then maybe we'll just lower it, just lower this whole area, just flatten it. I almost feel like flattening all this. So let's get these trees chopped. Let's get all these trees chopped because I think that's what I want to do. Let's get these trees chopped. So let's get some stuff going on here. So storage. Let's get a couple underground piles going. These are temporary. We're gonna move these out eventually. All right. And let's get some guys working on this. Hey Justin, welcome in. Let's get where's wood? There we go. Lumberjack. Hey Tier, welcome in, welcome in. So it looks like he can get all of that. Alright, and it looks like he can get all of this. Maybe from there. There we go. Alright, let's get some stairs going so we can get to here. Let's get some from right there. Alright. Let's mark all those for cutting. And then we're going to dynamite these. Then we're going to make this all flat. And then we'll deprioritize these. We'll empty them and get them put somewhere else. All right, that'll handle that side. And how are we getting into here? So I guess I can work from here. I almost feel like I need another staging area. I'm gonna flatten all this. So I'm not gonna flatten this. So I could probably do a staging area here. So how are we getting? We don't have any means of getting to here, do we? Man, let me it's going like too fast. The game is so lagging. Let me save it. And then we'll speed it up. Hey Nan, welcome in, welcome in. Just trying to think how I want to get to here. So we're gonna do another staging area right here. All right, let's do this. pass. Where is the zipline station? Let's just build another station here. Can I reach to here? No, we'll have to build another one. And then we can reach to here. Alright, that looks good. Let's connect these. Add connection to there, to there. Very good. Let's go ahead and get across. Can I connect to this, to that? No, it's too far. Let's do a temporary one here. And then we'll have full circle, depending upon which way is the fastest. Pass. Can that reach that one? That's going to be temporary, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it just that. And we'll leave that there when we blow everything up. Everything else is going away. There we go. So that's full circle. Alright, so let's get a station going. So we need food, water, all the goodies. Trying to remember what all do I normally have. So I usually have underground pile for dirt, logs, metal, and planks. And scrap. Oh, that scrap's for that. So this is needed. So let's get these all going on over here. Let's do the food first, food and water. Storage. Alright, what are we going to put in here? Usually I try to do something different. How about some catertails? We'll put some catertails in here. Catertail crackers. There we go. We do catertail crackers there. And let's get some water going. Let's get, since we're working on biofuel, we do some biofuel too. Let's get some water, some biofuel, and some extract. Let's get some extract. That's the antidote. Bad water. Extract, okay. And then we need 4 piles. Need 4 piles. Alright, can I do this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Little community right here. Alright, so this one will be dirt. This will be blocks. This will be logs. And what am I missing? Planks and planks. Now we just need some paths. Where's the door to this one? Shit. What was this one? This is water. Oh, what was this? Hold on. This one was water. Why are they both water? This should have been bad water. Or not bad water, but the biofuel. There we go. There we go. Okay. So what I like to do is I like to high prioritize these so they get done first and foremost. All right. And then the others can get done in whatever order I care for them to be. Oh, that one needs to be high priority too. There we go. And I need a road to it. Pathway. There we go. Alright, so that looks right. Then we'll start chopping those down. And we need to get them chopping this stuff down. Let's get some stairs up from here. Alright, let's get, well, I did a shitty job there. Yeah, this will be neat. A little tunnel here. Let's get this high priority. And then we'll do stairs going down. And that's how we'll get down to here. Alright, and then we'll go over there. Let's get a flag. Let's get a lumberjack dude. Alright, let's mark these for cutting. Mark those all for cutting. Very good. Let's mark all this for cutting. Let's mark all this for cutting. And we just need to get down to here. I'll just get rid of these. Alright, there we go. And we just need a walkway. And let's get a flag dude over here. There we go. Okay. There we go. Don't know what I was going to do there. Alright, those should get handled. Now, let's see how our dynamite situation is. Had the itch for Timberborn. Well, it's Sunday morning. Where is my dynamite? Where am I doing that? Oh, that's way over here. Never mind. It's on this side. All right, I think this looks probably ready. Yep. Oh, we missed one. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. There we go. Bang. High prioritize that. Otherwise, I think this level is about ready. Yep. Once I do that one, this level will be ready. Come on, guys. Come build that. Come on. It shouldn't take them too long. It should start. Oh, let's speed it up. That's why. I had to slow down while I was building because the game's starting to really lag with all this stuff going on. All right, there we go. All right, he's built it. Let's slow it down because at fast mode is just basically it's too laggy at this point. So we'll do normal mode. All right, like we're ready. Let's do it. It's much funner at the beginning of the game when it's not so laggy. He goes, boosh. Cool. Alright. Uh-oh, this game is struggling. Oh yeah, I mean, with that much dynamite, with all the stuff that's simulating right now, there's a ton. That's why I slowed it down. It wasn't the previous ones you saw were on fast mode. Alright, so now we need to do another layer. Coming from here. All this is going to be filled with water when it's done. Alright, let's do some more ladders. So they can get down to this level. There we go. There we go. Let's get those built. Alright, let's go back to dynamiting. There we go. Let's get our pathways. Okay, so what are we doing this season of Timberborn? This is the same season. Nothing's changed. I'm just learning how to play Timberborn again. I'll show you just a minute. Let me be done with this. So basically just relearning the game. Let's see here. And checking out all the new things I've never seen before. Tunnels, zip lines. At this point, I mean, we kind of got a handle on it, and we're just building out. We're just building out at this point. My next big goal is to get the bot factory going, though. I need to go back to doing that. Alright, so that's... Looks like everything's there. Let's get some more just to make sure. That should handle the distance for everything. Oh, let's get this as a road. Yeah. Yeah, because we're going to get that all level with that. There we go. Yeah, as we get down one level, we expand out the range of stuff that's going to blow up. Okay, so those are all laid out. Because now this level's with all this, so it's going to be blowing all this up. They should be able to start building that now. If that's connected, right? I should try to make this accessible. Because that's going to be a pretty far way to walk. I should make these connected. Yeah, let's make these connected. But I can't build stairs. Oh, I mean, I could have to destroy one. That might be acceptable. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of one of these. We're going to build some stairs here. That way they got some other means of getting to here. Otherwise, this is an insanely long walk for them. There we go. Let's high prioritize that. Okay, I already did. Probably should get. I probably should make this a staging area too. Water, food, and all that. Let's get some food. With the basic resources here. Let's see here. Let's get storage. Let's get some food. Alright, what are we going to put in here? Let's put, what could we use some more of? What is this? Spatterdock? Grilled spaterdocks? Yeah, let's put some grilled spaterdocks in there. Then some water. Storage. Let's get some water going. And some biofuel. What do we got here? Logs. Alright, some water. There we go. Oh. See if we get some explosives over here. So let's get storage. Let's get some explosives here. Now let's get some extract. Shit, wrong way. There we go. Let's get some extract. Let's high prioritize these, because that's going to be used to do all that. Let's get these going too. And then let's prioritize them. Oh, I can't prioritize them by the builders until they're built. Alright, so how are we doing on this stuff over here? Oh, they can't get to it. It's too far away. We got to get some roads, pathways built. Alright, let's just do that. Let's get that. Let's just get this going. We can delete all that later. There we go. We can delete all that later. I'm a save freak. Alright, let's speed her up. Is our reservoir filling up yet? Ooh, we're getting there. Reservoir's getting there. We got our Lidos built. Yeah, they're. Oh, did we build one here? Hold on. Well-being. No, we did not. Let's get them laid down. Lido. Let's get this Lido going. Perfect. Yeah, our well-being's up to 50 now. All right. So what's going on here? Can they not build this? What's happening here? Is it too far? No, they're building it. They're just not done yet. They just haven't got to it yet. Super Chair, welcome in, man. Let's go ahead and do... Shit. Alright, this is the entrance, right? Yeah, that's the entrance. We're going to delete all this later. I think what we're going to do is... let's get this going here. Is that a 2 or a 1 I need? It's a 1. There we go. And I think what we're going to do is that. Yep. That's why they're in the water. There we go. The other ones are going to delete when we're done with it. Perfect. These are going to get deleted when we're done. Stairs on this side, stairs on that side, and pathways. Oh, we need stairs. Perfect. You can see as they walk, they'll be walking through the water. They like walking through the water. Alright, so that's the water play area. Are we doing anything over here? Oh, let's bot farm. Let's get a bot farm going. Well, let's lay it out. I was kind of waiting for all this stuff to be done. But let's clear this out. Let's clear that out. There we go. Alright, we're already starting to get some extract. So we're starting to get some extract. That's good. Hey, Ratus, welcome in. Welcome in. All right, so what do I need for the butt farm? So it's been a long time since I built one of these, so I got to remember. So this one, we need 3 of these for the different parts. And then this assembles it together. And I think some of the parts build faster than others. Yeah, you can see the body takes 18 hours. The whatever that middle thing is takes 4.5, and the head takes 18. So we probably need the middle ones, a couple of those. Let's build 4 of these. Let's build 4. And then we'll make 2 of them the middle one, and then the other 2 will be the other 2s to get started. I need electricity. So where is our electricity coming from? Alright, so we got it coming down here. So where can I tap into that? Let's tap into it from here. Let's get a tunnel going. Tunnel, tunnel, tunnel. There we go. Let's get a tunnel going there. Alright, so I need to see my layers. Ooh, that's not gonna work. Don't build that. Don't build that. That would have flooded my whole reservoir would have flooded. So we're gonna build the tunnels through here. I'm glad I looked at that. Alright, so we're not gonna build tunnels there. Alright, so we're gonna do, let's get the tunnels first, and then we're gonna build the power shafts through there, and then we'll bring it down to this level. We'll start with the bot farm back here. So let's build that. Power. We want power shafts coming up. Like so. There we go. And then we're gonna have power shafts like that. Very good. And then power shaft like that. And then it was too high? Yeah. And then another power shaft. There we go. Morning, Zinran. Welcome in. Welcome in. Alright, so now that'll get us power to there. After this is created, let's prioritize that so I can get this done. Designed out. Let's high prioritize those. Get those built. And then we'll put some power in there. So 4.5, every 2 would be 9. So 4 would be 18 hours. So I want 4 of those middle ones to every one of the other ones. So I think that's what we'll do. Alright, let's get our power going. Power. Let's super high prioritize that. There we go. Now let's build these 2. Alright, and let's middle prioritize those. So they're built in that order. Alright, so that'll get us our power. That'll get us power down here. And let's do 4 of the 1 to every 4 to 1 for those. Alright, so this is going to be the middle part. One, two, three, four. Perfect. And then we're going to build 2 of the other ones. We can build those up top. Alright, so this is going to be the middle part. The limbs. Alright. And then this will be the chassis, and this will be the head. Alright, perfect. And could probably do a walkway here. Hey Marcus, welcome in. Alright, let's get this laid out. Alright, let's get our road over here. Very good. And I think I can do something cool here. I think that's the right level. Yep, that's what we want. And then we can continue that down. There we go. Alright, so these are all limbs, and we got power being built towards it. Now we need storage. I think these all go into here. These types of storage. So we're going to build these like that. These will all be limbs. Alright, and then we're going to build 2 up here for the other parts. Storage. Go. Alright, so this one will be the chassis. This will be the head. There we go. And we need a walkway. Very good. Probably just continue that walkway down. And then we need a bot assembler. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. And we're going to put limbs here too. And our bot assemblers are going to be here. Power. Science. Bot assembler. We're just going to build a couple for now. How long do they take? Oh, it doesn't say. And then let's finish. I just built something somewhere. I don't know what I built. There we go. Get rid of that. It is lagging. It's starting to struggle. I'm just going to have to put it in normal mode while I'm building because it's too laggy at fast speed. It's just way too laggy now at this point. There's so much going on. And then we're going to wrap this around. All right, how can I connect this? So we can bring him down a level. There we go. We can bring him down one right here. There we go. That works. And we can put some more stairs here. Okay. So that'll be our bot farm. Is it rigged? Who won? Alright, let's speed it up now. Did I save? I don't remember if I saved. Let me save. Every time I make big changes, I need to save. Alright, speed it up. Oh, we got through another drought. Cool. Like a couple more wet seasons and then this will fill up and start overflowing. So then after we get the bot farm, the idea is to replace all the working beavers with bots. Unconnected buildings. Okay, I need some pathways here. Alright, solved that. Nothing to do in range. This guy must be done. Alright, what were you doing? Oh, let's pause that. There's probably wood up here where he's chopping, so that doesn't need to be chopped anymore. Building lacks materials. Okay. What building is that? What do you need? Logs and wheat flour? So I need some more wheat flour. What makes the wheat flours? I wish there was a way to find certain... I think there is. I think I can go and find them there. So I need some more wheat to make wheat flour. I think that was the idea. I was trying to get some more farming land going on over here. I didn't do a good job of this. I wanted this all to be green. So I want to get some more wheat. Yeah, this is wheat, isn't it? Yes, I need wheat. We're short of wheat. I almost want to flatten all this to be at this level. And then we can make this all farmland. So let's do that. So let's start. We're not going to bother chopping this. I think we're just going to cut it all down. I think we're just going to mark that. Alright, let's do level 1s here. Alright, we'll make this straight to there. Blow this all up there like that. There we go. Alright, let's get some roads going so they can get to it. then we'll start getting to this area later. And so we're gonna make this farmland. We're gonna make wheat from here. Uh-oh, why do I have that there? Get rid of that. It must have been an accident. And then we're gonna do an irrigation system, I think. Where we're gonna put a pump. Do I need power for the pump? I do need power for the pump. Water. I do need power for that. I can always pump. I can always make this a walkway. So I can do this. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna make this cool. We're gonna make a tunnel here. And we're just gonna start it here. We're gonna get rid of this crop here. Actually, we're gonna continue the tunnel. No, we need to go to here. And I need to get rid of this. All right. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then we'll do a long tunnel that way, a long tunnel that way. You don't have to pump anything. Maybe we'll build another farmland or something right here. Can farms be done by bots? No, they can't. That's one of the few jobs that'll have to stay. Or maybe I have to have bots first before I can start seeing bots. Some of these I should be able to do by bots. Yeah, I guess that option doesn't show up until you start having bots. So you'll be able to say which buildings can be prioritized by regular beavers or bots. Yeah. I guess until you have one bot, then it doesn't show up. But like I want to prioritize this. Let's bump this up. Let's get this stuff going. Alright. Here, I'll take her out. Alright, so I'm going to save this. I'm going to take my dogs out. And we're going to let this play in the background. And I should have a Timberborn video to play. Let's see, which one is the Timberborn video? Let's see here. Stream. Open in Visual Studio. Break videos. Timberborn should be number 12. I will be right back. and we'll let this run through.
Hello everyone and welcome to Timberborn Update 7 Ziplines and Tubeways. My name is Michał, I'm the communication manager for Timberborn, and today I'm joining our game designer named Adrian in showing you the cool new stuff added with Timberborn Update 7 Ziplines and Tubeways. We'll get to the titular features, the ziplines and the tubeways, in a moment, but first we should probably talk about the more systemic change that Update 7 implements. I'm talking about the 3D terrain. But what does that even mean? Wasn't the terrain in the game 3D all the time?
Yeah, so obviously visually the terrain has been three-dimensional so far, but it has been a bit limited in that you could only put terrain on top of other terrain. You couldn't put, for example, a platform and then terrain on top of it, and that's possible now. So you can create overhangs that are in the air. You can create layers of terrain separated by platforms. So you can, for example, create, have farms with different crops in the same space, basically, which allows you to create vertical farms.
Okay. Is it possible? Is there a hard limit of how many layers of terrain can be placed one on top of another?
No, as long as it's within the limitations for the build limit, the build height that you can reach on the map.
Okay, so we are able to put the terrain blocks on top of the platforms, overhangs, and other beaver-made structures. But has anything changed in terms of how the 3D terrain is sculpted in the map editor? How just natural terrain looks in the game right now?
Yeah, so we have new options for terrain, and that works for the map editor and the actual city building part of the game. So, for example, in the map editor, you have some new tools that allow you to create just hanging terrain, which allows you to create some caves or tunnels, and this is one example of them. So we have this bedwater lake here, and it's partially covered by this collapsed terrain roof. And as you can see, this terrain doesn't have anything below it, it's just attached to the side. And that's thanks to part of the 3D terrain expansion, which allows you to stick terrain to the sides of existing terrain as well, not just on top of it or to this on top of the other structures.
Okay, so if we wanted to recreate that cave in the game by sending our beaver builders to do something similar, is it possible?
Yeah, you can just use the existing terrain block, which you were using until now if you did any terraforming, and you can just start the interaction at the side of the block and just drag it. And there's a limit, so we can only go 3 tiles away from terrain. We can't build beyond that. This works because this terrain is to the side here, but as you can see, I can't drag it any further than this. We could, though, do something similar that we can already do with the metal overhangs that beavers build, and that's build a little sideways, a little like reversed stair setup. So this would not have limits, but well, it's part of an arch, which cat here. It's part of an arch, which is a very strong structure in reality. So let's just say it works.
Okay, but even though we do not put a hard limit in terms of how many stair-like structures like this you can build, the physics will not cause some sort of a collapse. You can actually cause a collapse by deleting the structures that are supporting a structure like the one that you have shown us. So how does that work? Will the buildings that were placed on the deleted terrace, for example, will they also be gone?
Yeah, so it's just like with deleting bigger structures until now, the terrain basically acts part of that bigger structure. So the terrain will be gone and anything that it was supporting will be gone as well. And if the deletion of the terrain just interacts with the rule that I showed just before that, and for example some requirement is no longer fulfilled, the terrain will also collapse.
Okay. So you should probably be careful when you start playing with the terrain, because you can cause some irreversible damage to your settlement. But this is the point where we should probably address the elephant in the room, or in this case, the beavers flying, riding on the zip lines in the middle of your screen. What is that network, that spiderweb-like network of ziplines that we see right now?
Yeah, so these are the ziplines, which are the Folktales version of fast transportation that we've added in Update 7. And yeah, beavers will use it next to the path. Well, will use it instead of paths if the connection is faster, because the movement of the ziplines is faster. And they work within the same district, so we can't connect between districts. And you could even go as far as create pretty much separated islands of zipline connections, and then have no paths going between them. Although you still have to connect the buildings themselves.
And what is the actual purpose of the ziplines? You mentioned that they make the beavers go faster. I think it's like 4 times as fast. But what is the goal of adding that feature to the game?
Yeah, so this is one of the optimizations you can do in the end game when it comes to just your beaver movement. Because at some point, the settlements just get so big that you either have to separate the districts, or you have to go really close quarters, which is also fun, but for the people that need to go that bigger distance because they've used up all of the ruins close by, you can set up these fast transportation systems so your beavers don't spend half of their day just walking. They will instead do more work, they will move resources faster, and well, that's about it. And it's just fun, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely fun, and we should probably add that it also allows the bots to travel. It's not just the beavers, it's also the bots. And it's also possible to carry the goods with you on your zipline thrill-filled ride. We could probably have a look at how one sets up a zipline. What new buildings do we have in the game?
Yeah, so for the Folktales we have 3 new buildings, which is the zipline station, the zipline pylon, and the zipline beam. And they have a unique placement system, which is different from what we've had in the game so far. So, for example, the station is used as the start of the connections, and then the pylons and beams help with moving those connections further. So for example, if I were to place a pylon here, and then some beams here and here, as you can see, we have some helpful visuals to show you where the zipline could connect from the point you're currently placing. And then I could just start setting up a connection before it's built. As you can see, there are some limits, for example the distance, as well as the angle of the rope. So we have a 30-meter limit and a 50-degree limit as well. And this fulfills it, so we can just keep on connecting it here and here. And now once these pylons and beams are built, we will have a brand new zipline route.
Is there any limit of how many connections you can set up?
Yeah, so each of the structures that I've mentioned has a limit of 2 connections, which means you can basically create, well, lines of them. Think maybe like bus lines in your city.
Yeah, but going with that bus line comparison, there is also a way to set up the hubs of for your ziplines, and as you can see in the middle of your screen right now, this is some sort of a transition hub for the beavers from all around the settlement, right?
Yeah, so ziplines are very easy to set up because they just require a few buildings here and there. But they do have that limit which you will have to work around. One of those ways is creating hubs of zipline stations together, which then will spread radially around your settlement. So here, beavers can just quickly change routes from one zipline station to another.
Okay. We are looking at the beavers riding in all directions. Is it possible to set up the zipline throughout your settlement in a way that, for example, goes below the buildings, maybe?
Yeah, so the ziplines are fairly liberal when it comes to placing them down. They will not go through buildings. However, the limits are fairly tight. So, for example, here we have a zipline that goes right between 2 towers of platforms, and it works without any issues. And here it goes below buildings. Just today I've seen some people weave a zipline through a 1x1 tunnel, so it's also, yeah, it's fairly easy to set up something close quarters with the ziplines as well.
You just need to hope that your beavers are not afraid of confined of confined spaces, I imagine. But speaking of traveling in confined spaces, we will be now switching over to the Iron Thief that also have their unique modular transport system right now. Hello again. We are now looking at the Iron Thief settlement, and as we have just mentioned, this will be something for people that are not claustrophobic. Let's put it that way. The unique modular transportation for the Iron Thief are the tubeways. And you can see these pipe-like structures right now on the screen. So, Adrian, why don't you tell us what the tubeways are about?
Yeah, so the tubeways are the Iron Thief approach to a fast transportation method. They are a bit similar to, think like an old school pneumatic mailing system, I guess. Although instead of mail, you have beavers traveling in them. And yeah, they are created using these tubes, which you can see the lights moving around, and that's beavers. Bots also can travel in those tubes, of course, and their lights will be a bit different, so you can just see where each one of them is going.
Okay, how do we build a tubeway network? Right now we can see that it's going into the water, upwards to the sides, with some vertical junctions. It's a pretty new way of traveling for the beavers, right?
Yeah, so similar to the folktales, we have 3 new buildings. One of them is once again a station, which serves as the entry and exit point for the tubeways. And then we have the tubeway and the solid tubeway. The tubeways and solid tubeways are
Looks
modular,
like a bot farm got
so
built.
similar to fences until now. They will
what's wrong here?
adaptively change their shape depending on the connections around
Alright,
them.
we'll get that fixed.
So for example, I
Let's get
can
out of
create
the
a
break.
little loop around here just by dragging.
There we go. Let's save this. I don't know where we're at. Let's take a look. Alright, looks like it's just building, still building pathways to it. Okay. Now we're getting some bots built. Uh-oh. Hey, Dory. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. One of the first things I like to do is replace the bot farm with, instead of beavers, is bots. So do I have any bots yet? All right, let's do this regular speed. So I don't have a single bot yet. And so then the next goal will be to, what we got here? This is the heads. This is the limbs. Yeah, you can see how fast these are being filled out. And then when we get some bots built, then I like the bot farm being run by bots. But we haven't made one yet. Should be making it in just a minute. We got fresh coffee. I took the dogs outside. I don't know why I was thinking I needed such a huge space for the bot farm. But I have a nice little flat area here. Alright, so what we're going to do over here. So yeah, this is going to be, once this blows up, this should start having water fill into there. And it should make all this green. And then we're going to split some water down into here. Probably could do double tunnels. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool. Make it 2 level deep. How we doing with this? Is this almost full yet? Man, we're starting to really lag. Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap this season up, I think, here. What types of dogs? I'm gonna switch screens here. So on the left there, I'm still here. I'm just showing the dogs. Left is Wendy, and the middle is River, and then on the right is Yogi. So a little terrier mix, a lab. We think he's got some pit in him, and then Yogi's a Shih Tzu. So yeah, I think maybe in the next wet, if this doesn't overflow on this season, it should be the next wet season. Are there things that we can do to optimize this so it plays faster? Because obviously I got it set for high resolution and graphics quality. Maybe I turn this down? I wonder if that helps. Or if it's the simulation engine itself, that might be the thing that matters. Because we're really starting to strain it here. It feels smoother already. Yeah, I think so. I had 4 to recently. My cat Bailey passed away about 4 weeks ago, about a month ago. Well, they're all kind of whatever, but yeah, Yogi's actually the oldest, and he can get kind of snippy. All right, so do we have any bots yet? Oh, there we go. We got 2 bots. So let's replace this with bots. There we go. There we go. So first 2 bots will work on making bots. So this is the first thing we're going to replace. This farm will replace with bots. And then we'll slowly grow this. So this takes 36 hours. So I can definitely add some more, we could do some more stations. But let's see how this equalizes. equilibrium, how this the equilibrium hits on this first. I want to see where this goes. So now we got 3. Once we get another one, then we'll change this to a bot station. The bots making bots. That's our first priority. Bots making bots. So now we're on to the next phase. Bots making bots. So, and this will really help with the no beavers working goal and the well being maxed out. Reservoir is filling up. We've done some stuff in the water area. We still got more stuff to do. That's done, and now we're building our bot farm. I want to see where this lands after it stabilizes. All right, so now we got 4 bots. Let's replace this. And see, the one thing is the bots will work 24/7. Skynet, absolutely, it's Skynet. Probably should get another. Let's get another biofuel going on here, because this is obviously where they're going to be quite a bit. Storage. Let's just get another one going on here. All right, we get another biofuel there. And then we're going to make this a huge wheat farm, because that wheat's one of the things we're really low on. Wheat and what is this? Wheat flour. Yeah, wheat and wheat flour. We're going to get some wheat flour station. This is the next big plan. Let's bump that up. Let's get that built. And we're still lagging. Alright, we got 4 bots, and they're busy making themselves. Very good, guys. Very good. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to build power here. I'm just planning for the future expansion here. Power. We're going to do that here. And then we're going to get some tunnels going. And we're going to build power going down into the tunnels. Alright, landscaping, tunnels. And we're just going to build that through like that. And we're going to bring that power down and around. In fact, we're just going to do this. We're going to make these all power shafts. I'm tempted to just make this like that. Alright, so how are we doing on dynamite over here? We'll let that build off. Let's see how our dynamite's just coming along. Not very much. So they must be building busy other stuff. They haven't built any of this yet. And it's not for a lack of distance. They just haven't prioritized it. At all. We did learn something. Apparently, it gives us better bots. Bots making bots. That's right. I'm gonna crank the graphics. I don't know if it's the simulation engine that's slowing it down, which I assume it is. I don't think it's the graphics, but we're just gonna change that just to see. Where's my FPS counter? Yeah, I think it's mostly the simulation engine that's slowing it down at this point. Gotta run, see you later. Yep, yeah, I'll be on, Yuri. See you later, Yuri. Do some Star Citizen tonight. I was thinking about doing Cyberpunk, but I'm gonna do some Star Citizen. I take that back. It might be Cyberpunk. Finally. I'm always my plans are always subject to change. Because, you know, a lot of streamers are doing this as a full-time job. I do this to play games and chat with folks. And to wear Hawaiian shirts. And so when I play something, it's because I want to play it. Not because I feel like I have to play it. Which is why I quit playing Doom. Yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering, Dory, too. Just wait for 4.3. Yeah, I think that's the nail in the coffin. I think I'll just play some Cyberpunk. We'll check that out. And here's the other advantages of bots. They work 24/7. They basically work until I think they eventually deteriorate, and you got to replace it with new bots. That's what I was trying to see, how many bots this factory will make. All right, so let's replace this with a bot. Let's replace this with a bot. All right, so that top level's with bots, and now we're going to start doing this bottom level. That's the reason why I do the bot factory, is so that there's 24/7. Like it's constantly running 24/7. Now, I didn't see what materials need to go into this. We need a lot. Biofuel. Oh, biofuel goes into it too. We might want some more biofuel farms. Yeah, so this is where the carrots and stuff really comes in. We'll have to watch our food carefully. Make sure I don't churn through that too fast. So carrots is still flat out at 14K. So what I should do is I should get some carrots and potatoes nearby to here. That'll help speed that up. So let's do that. Storage. Let's get the carrots and potatoes here. Carrots and potatoes. There we go. And let's get some. That'll speed up that process. And the wolf may drop too, apparently. Wait, whoa. 4.3 will give us a lot of options. Could do freight elevators. 4.3 launches, everything get reset. You do onyx zones. Yeah. And I still have all the other stuff. You know, not that I want to do the mining of Hawthorne, but I like going into the Hawthorne area looking for, you know, equipment and stuff to put into ships. That's always fun. Yeah, so I think that, well, I mean, the reason why I quit playing Dune is Dune's a fun game. I love it. But if you quit playing for a week, biofuel. So we have these two places. This one converts carrots to biofuel. This one converts potatoes to biofuel. Looks like it uses water too. Let's get some water here. And so there's a number of things you can turn into biofuel. All right, let's get some water here too, just so it's all here near. Perfect. What was I talking about? Yeah, Doom. So I love Doom. Doom was fun. I would play the story. But if I don't play a game for a week or two, I don't want the immediate thing I have to do is my chores. You know, okay, I got to put power into my building and all this stuff. It's like, at least let me have 3 months of power in the building. They only let you have like 2 or 3 weeks. And so if you don't play for any small amount of time, the first thing you have to do to play the game is chores. And I'm just not going to do that. I'm just not going to play that kind of a game. If you make chores the reason you forced me to play the game, I ain't playing that game. I don't care how fun it is. It's, you know, I don't want to say never, but it's highly unlikely I'm going to want to play that game. Now, if you can let me put 3 months, 4 months, a year's worth of power into the building and pay a year's worth of taxes, then I don't mind going into a session and powering up and getting everything doing it. But for the most of the part, I just would jump in and play the story. Yeah, there's not diversity, but I just wanted to go through the, I wanted to go through the story. I like playing games for the story. I don't care if everybody else is doing the same story. I like playing games for the stories. But I also don't want to. I want to log in and play the story. I don't want to log in and go hunt for power and pay my taxes and then do the story. I want to jump in and play the story. I'm not going to play those games that have they force you to play so they want you to log in. Now, if there's bonuses, right? You know, like World of Warcraft, they have dailies that give you bonuses and stuff, you know, fishing dailies or whatever, but it's not like I have to do it. In this game, if you don't do it, you lose your building. And if you lose your building, you lose all the stuff you accumulated. So that model rubs me the wrong way. You think you're going to force me to log in every week or two? Nope. I'm just ain't going to log in. So how about them apples? Do you like apples? How about them there apples? All right, let's do this too. Let's do the same thing. So let's bring this down. Let's do a tunnel. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Woo! All right, we're gonna just continue this. All the power shafts are going to run through here. We're just going to make power available everywhere. Yeah, fear of missing out stuff is just as irritating as microtransaction. Well, those are different. I don't even mind fear of missing out. It's when the difference between, like I was trying to say, World of Warcraft, you do dailies and you get some cool stuff. And so if you want to get that stuff, you got to go do it. But I don't have to do it. With Dune, it was, if I do not spend my time finding power cells and paying my taxes, I'm going to lose my building. I'm going to lose all the stuff I stored in there. And so I have to do it. And I don't want to play a game where I have to do that kind of chore stuff. I just want to play your story. And I don't consider that the same thing as fear of missing out or microtransactions. I'm waiting until I can save the base and things I built inside it to the tool. So it's just not my, you know, again, that's why I'd just rather have a monthly fee. I don't mind playing a monthly fee. And then I can just pop in, play a little bit of Dune. You know, I could have played Dune last night. I would have played Dune last night if they didn't have the whole, you only get 3 weeks of power or something. So, not going to play their game. Just not what I'm going to do. I play games to have fun. I don't play games to work. I already have a job. I got a house to work on. Got a real job. I'm not going to play games that require me to do chores right off the bat. Oh, I must have did a double level there. Alright, so we can do a power shaft there too. Let's prioritize that one. There we go. Let's bump up the priorities of these because this is going to help the biofuel processing. So the thing that I got to be careful here is now that I'm making a bunch of biofuel is running out of potatoes and carrots and then not having enough food for my beavers. So this is just a balancing phase I need to be very careful of. So I got 6 bots here that aren't working. Alright, so let's go down and look at these buildings here. Alright, so we can do this one with the bot. So, there we go. We can do this one with the bot. We can do this one with the bot, and this one with the bot. Alright, so right now, the bot factory is 100% made with bots. So that could be somewhat self-sustaining. Bet you're walking through the house smiling now with the work about to start. Yeah, I mean, I already am. We're excited. Alright, so can I replace these with bots? So to really make it, we're going to replace these with bots too. So this makes us their fuel. So the things that make their fuel, we're going to replace with bots first. So we got 3, so let's go ahead and replace this with bots. Alright, so almost. And one of the few things, you can't change the farming with bots. Oh, I can. So once I change the farming with bots, then the bots will 100% be supporting themselves. And it'll be supporting the colony and the water. So I want to change the farms to bots, and I want to change the water to bots. And then the bots will be 100% supporting themselves at this point, and they'll also be supporting the colony. And it also means the bots, we got beavers getting hurt by these beehives, and the bots don't get hurt by the beehives. They are taking their jobs. But here's the difference, though. We got some socialism going on here. This colony will have the bots doing the work, and the beavers won't have to work, but they're going to play and have fun. So in the difference here is there is no, it doesn't cost them money to use the Lido. So when they don't have a job, they get to play and have fun. So that's a big difference there. Is they can play and have fun. Because they don't, all the amenities don't require money, right? So when the bots take the jobs, it's actually a good thing in Timberborn. All right, so I want to be very careful here. So we're gonna do that. And I gotta see when the bots start dying out to know how many bots this farm can sustain. This bot farm can sustain. So we can probably start. So we're gonna let that just kind of run through its course there. Now that the house is going together, I think we're going to go down to Williams-Sonoma and start looking at stuff to put in the house. We didn't really want to buy anything to put in the house yet because we got to wait for the house to be ready. See how they're working? So normally the beavers wouldn't be working right now, but the bots, they work 24/7. They're working 24/7. Bots busy making bots. Now let's see if we got any dynamite going on here. Where is our dynamite stuff? Dynamite's over here. Alright, they still really haven't gotten to this yet. That's okay. We're going to let this just run its course. We'll give it time to work on. Because basically now we're growing the colony again, which means that many more workers. Uh-oh, who's that? Nine Hollow? Yeah. Welcome in, Nine Hollow. Good morning. Oh, does this require power? Shit. Okay, we gotta figure out how to get power to here. We can do that. We can do that. So we got power over here. So I'm probably gonna come down and under for that power. So let's do this. Yeah, we'll just come down and over for that. We'll come down from here. All right, so we need power. So we need to go down 2 levels. Let's do dynamite here. Yeah, 2 levels will work. 2 levels will work. Alright, so let's go down 2 levels from here. So let's get some dynamite. Dynamite! Alright, 2-level dynamite. Let's super high prioritize him so I get this done and built out. Alright. Come on. Detonate. Boosh. Alright. So now we need to power shafts. Alright. Okay, then we need to come down some levels here. Okay. So that's the level we want. Now we need a tunnel. Tunnel. Very good. And that's where we'll get power going. Now I need them to get to here so they can build this. Let's get a walkway here. Let's put it there. Alright, so do I have a way into here yet? Okay, so we really need to get a way down for them. We can do that from one of these stairs. Let's just build it from here. Alright, build some stairs going down. Bang, 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 bang. Very good. Okay, and then we're going to run the power through there, and we'll just bring it up over here. We'll have it connect in the back. We can start building that. Let's see here. Power. I think this is right. Let's see. There we go. That's what we want. Let's build some more temporary scaffolding. This is all going to get deleted. Just so it looks good. We're going to leave this one here. And then, let's see here. Let's delete this. Let's come over one. There we go. Alright, that'll allow them to build that. And I think we're gonna have some water there. I think that's fine. I think we can build. We can come this way. This would be cool. We can build this down one more. Oh, I can't go down anymore, can I? Can I go down anymore? Tunnel. This is low as I can go. Because we built this to the bottom, didn't we? Oh, no, we can go to here. Shit. I wish there was an undo. If I'd better plan this would be cooler. Ooh, I gotta be careful with this. Ooh, I can't build that. Yes, I would flood out all my water. I can't build that like that. Let's get rid of all that. I gotta stay up on this level. That's why I didn't go all the way down. That's why I didn't go all the way down. Alright, we're just gonna stay up above. We're gonna stay up above. Alright, so power. Alright, I'll get all that built. Okay, that'll give us power over to our carousel. Let's save that. Alright. How's our bots doing? We got 7 more bots here, so let's get them going on the waters and the farms. So they're doing both of those stations. Okay. Biofuel is increasing. We have to make sure our biofuel sustains itself too. Where is biofuel? Alright, 3.4k biofuel. Alright, so let's get the farms replaced. Which then they're going to be able to farm even more because they're going to be farming 24/7 at this point. Very good. And we replace that one. So the next thing was replace all the pumps in the farms with bots. Alright, leaves 2. So next time we get 3, we'll replace one of these stations. And I'll probably change up how this works. This looks like crap. Since we're going to have a walkway here. So we can't plan on this. Probably do a double walkway. How's our grenades, dynamites going over here? See, it's nighttime and these guys are churning still. Probably should get a builders. Yeah, after we do a couple of these, I think we'll get a builder hut going. We'll get a hauling post and a builder's hut. So I think we'll do builders next, so then the builders will work 24/7. So after we do a couple of these waters, and then we'll prioritize the builder's hut and then the hauling hut. Alright, we got 3 more, so we can do one of these. We're going to replace this with a bot farm. Alright. Now bots are really making bots. Want to get this farms converted over. Want to be very careful. How's our potatoes and carrots? 14k. Potatoes 3.9k. But obviously, carrots are great. Potatoes, not so much. So definitely, I think I want to do wheat and potatoes over here. In fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and just start doing that. Let's change this. So we're going to have a walkway through here. Let's prioritize this water. Let's get this waterway going. Let's prioritize all that. So we can do the farm area, because we're going to need, we need the food. We need to make sure we don't get low on food. Really want to make sure I don't get low on food. Unconnected building. Yeah, I know he's unconnected. He also doesn't have power. We're getting less beavers injured because they're not by the beehives anymore. That's nice. Probably could start doing some beehives over here now. Once I replace these with bots, we can do some beehives too. That'll increase the production. In fact, I should start doing that. So one there, so we get 2 and 2. So that one right there, 3 in and 3 down. So let's mark that.
Would you please do me the courtesy of looking at me when I'm speaking to you? I mean, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, if you had any kind of manners, if you...
Goddamn Bushmaster.
Is it poisonous?
Yeah. But very tasty.
Hey, Greg, it is. Romance and Stone's a truly classic. True classic. Alright, what was I doing? We want to do... Where are the beehives again? I just saw them. I don't remember where the beehives were. Where are the beehives? Oh, food. Food. So that'll increase that. And then the next one we can do there and there. Alright, so 3 up and 3 over. So let's make it nut for planning. Shit. There we go. So 3 up and 3 over. And 3 up and 3 over. There we go. Another good movie. Alright, got that one there.
From her, you
There we
bitch.
go. I will send you a video that would catch you off guard. Okay. I think we'll continue the walkway this way. We'll just continue this. We'll keep this walkway all on the edge. There we go. Sent on Discord. I don't want to be on edge. This is Sunday morning. It's supposed to be relaxing. I don't want to be caught off guard. This is Sunday morning stream. Sunday morning streams, easy stream. Easy like Sunday morning. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Let's fix this area now. So we're going to get rid of that planning. Alright, we're going to demolish these resources. Alright. And we're going to make this a pathway. Very good. Now we don't need this pathway. In fact, I think we're going to just change this to this way. So let's get rid of these resources. We're fixing this all up now, so let's get rid of that. And let's remove this. There we go. Let's remove all that. There we go. How far can this farm reach? Okay, the farm can reach all the way to this side. So we're good there. Alright, farm's can reach all the way over to here. So now I need a plan. We need a plan. Let's demolish these. So now I need to plan the beehives again. Let's see where we want to put the beehives. I think we'll do one there. And we'll do one here. So right on the end of both of these. There we go. One in the middle and one on the end. Alright, let's get rid of those spots. Demolish. Get rid of that one and that one. Let's prioritize those. And then the road we can finish. There we go. It's about nature. Alright, so all that's green now, so that's good. Alright, so what's growing over here? This is sunflowers. We'll finish this with sunflowers. So let's mark this all sunflowers. 1, 2, 3. Planting. We'll finish this with sunflowers, just so it's consistent. There we go. And then beehive. And beehive. And then one there. And one there. Perfect. And then we'll make these potatoes and carrots. What was that? Who just joined? Was that Little Caesar? It was Little Caesar. I got confused on that one. Welcome in, Little Caesar. I missed that. Alright, food. Food. I will do half carrots. 1, 2, 3. And we'll do half potatoes. Potatoes. There we go. And then we're going to replace these with bots. We're going to replace those with bots. We're going to replace those with bots. Really growing the economy now. I'm surprised they're not happier. This should crank up here in a little bit. Once they quit working, unless they're unhappy about they took our jobs. Alright. We're going to have to get this shit built, man. Let's get this done because I want to finish my farming area. Let's prioritize all this crap. Okay, get that all done. Let's get these built. Let's get these prioritized. There we go. Alright, potatoes 3.8k, carrots still 15k. We're rocking hard. I just want to make sure the farm food situation is solid, and then we're going to double the butt farm. We're going to really start cranking these out here. I'm going to just duplicate all this. So we definitely are good on limbs, or whatever these are. It's the limbs, yeah. So it looks like this is the slowest one, so that's probably the next one we can build. I think I'm going to go ahead and build one. So what is this? What's in here? This is the chassis. And these are the heads. Let's get another chassis one going. Power? No. Science? Bot factory? And he's going to work on chassis. And how are we going to get him to there? So he's going to be like that high. Perfect. That actually works out pretty well. Eventually I'll build some more stairs going up from different spots. So I should get the stuff they need over here too. So I need planks, gears, and metal blocks. We should start getting those over here too. Let's do, trying to think which way I want to face these. Planks, gears, and metal blocks. So 3 storage areas. Alright. Planks. Shit. We need to do gears. Planks need to be something else. Planks, gears, and metal blocks. Alright, so 2 of these need to be something else. So gears can go there. We need a underground pile. So planks, metal blocks, and planks. There we go. Keep them all real close to them. Things that are closer than the guys that gotta fill this in, I was allowed to do. So the haulers will make sure those are full. Now let's bump up the priority of this. Not super high. There we go. Get those built. So gears, planks, metal, and gears. All right. All right, we got 4 more. Let's get this farm replaced. Let's replace this. Oh, it's already replaced with bots. Oh, I already got these going with bots. Nice. Let's do another water thing. Yeah. See how the lights are on? Because somebody's working. Nice. So 32 bots. I don't know when. There's going to be some number we'll stabilize at. Like this farm of bots will support X number of bots live at one time, because they'll start to deteriorate over time. We could probably do 3, 2, and 1 next time. And then 2. So we got heads. So I think we'll work on this. We'll get this replaced. So that's all. So the farms, these are only 2 sets of farms, I think. Oh, can we do these? We need to do these too. Yeah, we want to replace these as well. So we got these 4 to set up too. Look at the bots working away. I almost want to feel like I want to get... I hate to have this building. Let's prioritize this. Let's get this shit built. Let's get this built first. Let's get this figured out. Let's get this super high priority. Alright. There we go. Let's get this built. Just so they can have their carousel. There. Get that all built. Nothing like electricity and water. So I can start having some fun with that. Alright, how we doing? We got 3 more bots. Potatoes are good. Ooh, I got a farmhouse over here too. Let's replace this one. Forgot all about this one. Let's get that with bots. There we go. So now all the water and farms are what we're going to replace with bots next. Is our water? Oh, our water's close to overfilling. Should be happening. Let's save it. Water should be overflowing here in a minute. That's a lot of extra water. So I prioritize that. Oh, we already got it super high. That's good. That's fine. So, yeah. If it doesn't overflow on this one, yeah, we got a dry season coming up. It should definitely be the next wet season. We still got a little bit left here, though. None of that work has progressed. None of this work has progressed. That's fine. That's fine. This is the kind of stuff I just let play in the background, and then it's all done. And I'll save that for next weekend. We'll let this all play through. We'll get some dynamite laid out, and we'll wait for the explosions on stream. Then after the farms, we'll prioritize the builders and the haulers with bots. Maybe even these. Because basically we're growing the colony. And so again, we have to be careful with food. Yeah, they're getting this all done. Can't tell what color these are. Are they not demolishing these? These are real hard to tell the colors, but I'm surprised they haven't demolished any of them. I think ID's even higher priority. Only because I'm going to get some more farmland going here. Since we're going to be growing quite a bit with these bots. It's like the bots still require food, and we turn food into fuel. And that's one of the things you can see. We dipped down to 59k there for a minute. Alright, we got 3 more. Let's do this one. But we should have more, because not only we've definitely increased our food production because we put some beehives out, and we have the bots working the farm, and we have a little bit more potatoes and carrots here. And then when I get this side over here done, all right, so let's put some more dynamite. Okay, that looks good. Have I missed anywhere? Alright, let's bump this up. Get this built real soon. And we're gonna make us more farmland. Yeah, we're dipping down into 59k. And it doesn't matter, obviously 60k is a lot, but the thing is you don't want it trending down, because that means your colony is going to die, or you're going to start losing people. Alright, we got a drought, so definitely didn't fill this up, but I think the next wet season this will fill up. Alright, they're not really working on that at all over there. Alright, let's say we've done quite a bit. Let's save. And we'll just do food and potatoes over here. Potatoes and carrots over here. Make sure we got plenty. Alright, those are our high priority. Come on, guys, get to it. Oh, can they not get to it? They might not be able to get to them. Yeah, it's too far. Shit. That's why those haven't been built yet. There we go. That should get to it.
Please, we can kill it.
Yeah, if they die, they die. Yeah. And the thing is even though I have 247, if you run out of food, they all get hungry at the same time. And so you can go from 247 to 0 because they all get hungry at the same time. They all get thirsty. And so you can really go to hell in a handbasket real quick in this game if you aren't careful. Alright, I think we may be ready for up top. Are we ready for up top? Looks good. I think we're ready. Let's slow it down because it just doesn't work at all. But the up top looks good. Let's blow it up. It's much more fun when the game isn't laggy. Nice. Alright, let's finish this up. We don't need that one anymore. Let's get rid of this. We don't need this no more. Because we got this other pathway now. There we go. And let's put the road there. Perfect. Let's prioritize all this. Now let's get some roads built. Few spots I missed. Look like this spot was missed. Okay, that looks good. Yep, that looks good. We could use some more storage. So what all we got here? We got sunflowers, carrots, and potatoes. Let's do the same thing. Storage. We'll just do the same thing on top of each other. Sunflower. Where's sunflower? It's dandelions. Where's sunflowers? There they are. And then carrots. There they are. And then potatoes. Let's get some potatoes. There we go. Now we just need a pathway up here. We can do, I think we can do this. Let's come up here. That looks good. Bang, bang. Then we come up one more. Very good. And then we just do a pathway across. We'll figure out what we'll do there. That works well. Very good. All right, how we got 3 more bots? Put them into here. How are they coming along with this? Too far from the district, so why are you not able to build that? Hold on. Oh, because they haven't built this yet. Let's prioritize that. I can't get to it because I can't build the stairs. There we go. They haven't been able to get down to it. There we go. That should fix that. Alright, speed it up. Now we got 41 bots. I think we're gonna start slowing down. As soon as I get this farm area built and I have more farm, then I'm gonna build a second bot farm. Once it's done, that's why I haven't built it yet. I just want to make sure I have plenty of food. Probably could do some more maple pastries. Like we're gonna do some wheat. We're going to do some carrots. We're going to do some potatoes. What else can we make biofuel with? Let's go look. Biofuel. We can do spatter docks. Ooh, catalyst. Oh, catalyst makes them go faster. So we need to do that too. So we need to get catalyst everywhere. So, yeah. How are we on spatter decks? Where's spatter docks? So we're max on that. So let's get a section going with spatter docks and let's get one going with catalyst. Let's do that here. So refinery, is this under science? Let's get 2 more refineries going. Alright. This one will do biofuel from spatter docks, and this one will do catalysts. I don't know what goes into the catalyst though, we'll have to see. Alright, let's get this going. And we're going to need some fuel catalyst, I think goes into here. Let's go see. Goes into the water one. Catalyst. There it is, catalyst. So we need to build more of those too. Yeah, catalyst will do the same thing. Let's get some over here. So we're going to want catalyst everywhere we got biofuel. There we go. So we got to do this whole exercise again. Everywhere we started doing biofuel, we want catalyst. How can I handle this? So I think I can do one here-ish. What was that, 3x3? What are we, 2 high up? 1 high up. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Perfect. And then we can build one there. Storage. Alright. Do some catalysts. There we go. So we'll have one over there. Alright, let's do another one. Let's do one of those there. I'm gonna let this run till next Sunday, and probably next Sunday it'll probably be the last episode of this season. Because I think we're pretty much at this. I mean, we'll get close to it, but we're gonna get everything filled up, and then we'll get the bot farm expanded. All right, storage. There we go. Let's turn him. And let's get that, because once they start moving faster, oh man. Not only going to work 24/7, they're going to be moving faster. Alright, so there's one there. Let's get the inner city ones first. Alright, that one will be built. Where, alright, we did, oh, let's just change this to extract. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Or not extract, but catalyst. Alright. And what else we got going on? Yeah, I think on all my farms I'm going to add some alright, so let's just get these. We're going to get these everywhere. Storage. We'll just do him here. Catalyst. Extract. There we go. I think there's another one over here. There we go. That looks good. Storage. Extract. Okay, let's do one here. Storage. Extract. Catalyst. There we go. Alright, let's do another one over here. Looks like we got room just for one more at the edge. Oh, he's really starting to crank. Let's slow this down while I'm building. There we go. Thank you. And storage. It's very hard to move around the map when it's slow. Alright, some more catalysts. Alright, let's do a catalyst. Let's do biofuel and catalyst over here. What do we got? Water, biofuel, and that. So let's add some storage. Let's add catalyst. There we go. Let's add some over here. There we go. Let's get some up over here. Is that where we put it? Yeah, let's put it up here. Alright, very good. Let's do one down here. There we go. Alright, what we got going on here? I don't think I've done every spot, but they're pretty distributed now. Extract. Alright. Definitely got plenty. I don't know if... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is this? What did I do wrong? Flooded building. Shit. Why are we flooded? What is flooding? It's this. This is why we're flooding. Alright, we're gonna have to do that. And we gotta super incredibly high prioritize that. Alright guys, chop chop. We gotta fix that. So I'll have to come down one more level. We'll fix that. Guys, y'all need to high prioritize that. Alright, so how am I going to do this? Alright. So that was a problem. Alright, this will all deflood here in a minute. My bad, guys. Sorry. Sorry. There we go. There we go. So I thought that would have been fine, but I guess what's happening is the water's coming in and filling up from there, so that's not going to work. So I need... Yeah. I don't know why I'm so stupid. I had water this high, and I thought if I had a tunnel over here, the tunnel would just fill up. I stupid. Realized the water's going to come to an equilibrium. I'm so dumb. So how am I going to get power in here? So we can just bring a shaft all the way down. How am I going to bring power? I'm just trying to think which way I want to do it. So I can come down. Can come down and around. Yeah, it's just going to be ugly, but we're going to just do it that way. All right, so... Alright, so come there. And then we're going to build some stairs down. Can I come out here and do this? The only problem with these overhangs, you screw yourself if you need to build out from there. Screw it, we can just build some scaffolding and get rid of it later. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's build some scaffolding and get rid of that later. That's gonna look so stupid. This is why we're doing this. Power. Alright, so drought's ended, so we might fill this up. How much did we lose? Yeah, we lost quite a bit. I think partly was because I drained a lot of this area here. Alright, where's my shafts? Power shaft, power, shafts. One more, there we go. We're gonna get some of this temporary scaffolding out. We'll just build a pathway to there. Damn it. Keep coming out. I never really needed this. Alright. I never needed that one. There we go. And then we're just going to get rid of the scaffolding. And then we'll take the power and we'll come down here. Alright, let's do that. Power. Power. There we go. So now we'll get power down. Shit, this is the wrong power I built. Built the wrong ones. This is the power shafts. I need it. There we go. There we go. Not really gonna see this. Power. There we go. We just know it looks like garbage. Alright. There we go. Okay. Let's get some paths going. Whoa! 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 So we can build all this. Okay, that should work. That should work. Let's alright, let's see if our farm's ready to blow up. Let's save that after all that. Did I save? 1108? Yes, I did. Okay, let's go look at our new farm area, which is over... Oh! These are still flooded. That'll take a while to deflood. Oh well. Sorry. Sorry for flooding your forest. Sorry. Okay, this looks like this might be ready. Looks good. Let's put it on regular speed. I don't see any missing. Oh, we got 2 more. Let's high prioritize those. There we go. Let's get those done. They were probably added after the fact. I feel like I want to destroy all this and we'll just have a bridgeway walking up there. I think this will look better all being the same level. Let's knock this down too. I feel this will look better all being smooth. We'll just build a ladder going down into there. Alright, let's make this super high priority so we can get this done. And let's make sure we got pathways to build it. Very good. Alright, so all that's high priority. Uh-oh, who's raiding? RPG Dinosaur Bob. Thank you for the raid. Party of 7. Is that 2 plus party of 5? Hope you had a good raid. What were you playing? Timberborn, maybe? Alright, so that looks good. For those that are joining, we do have a giveaway. Exclamation giveaway. From your standpoint, you're probably interested in the $230 worth of Steam gift cards. But if you play Star Citizen, we're also giving 1 gray beard to another. I like it. I like it. I flooded my forest. I gotta wait for it to dry out. Pay no attention to the water in the forest area. Well, I hope you had a good stream. I hope you're having a good Sunday. Whatever time zone you're in. Morning, evening, afternoon. Maybe it's a Monday morning. Oh man, the Aussies, it's Monday morning already for them. Yeah, Timberborn. Yeah, I haven't played in a couple of years. So this season has been me just learning some of the new stuff. So I did an easy map. So this season I'm on episode 7. But I did an easy map because I wanted to learn tunnels, zip lines, the layering, the sluices and stuff like that. And currently, I'm now working on automating the bots and kind of getting that going. And we're just extending a farm, so we have plenty of fuel. How is my bot farm doing? All right, we got 12 extras. Going to head out now. Grandkids coming to visit. All right, well, thanks for the raid. We appreciate it. Have a great day. Enjoy the visit with the grandkiddies. All right, so what was I doing? Oh, yeah, so let's get... We got some more bots. So let's continue with the water. This is the last water, I believe. So those are bots now. And let's get the aqua farms. That's now a bot. Alright, let's do this one. That's now a bot. Let's do this one. That's now a bot. And there we go. Cool. So I think all the food and water is now done by bots. I'm doing the same thing with Iron Teeth and Meander Map. Yep, see you later. Yeah, I just wanted to relax and learn the features. I didn't want any real pressure of killing everybody. You know, pretty much I think we're close to wrapping up after the bot farm's going and we got all the beavers replaced with bots, and we'll probably put a bow on this. And then we'll try a harder map. I don't know if I'll do hard map, hard mode. I'll probably do hard map on another easier map. And then after that, we'll do a hard map on a hard mode. Let's make that note so I don't forget. Future easy map. Easy or normal map on hard mode. And then eventually hard map on hard mode. I guess the future plans. All right. Really want to get this farm done over here. So how are we doing over here? Did I prioritize that? Yeah, so we'll get that going. So now we can start replacing. This should dry out eventually. This water should evaporate eventually. This should. Now we want to do builders and haulers, I think. Builders definitely next. So I think when we go to 4, then we'll replace this. In fact, we can go ahead and do... No, not yet. We're going to do this one next. Let's get a couple more bots first, though. Because then building's going to really be churning. And then maybe we replace the mine with bots. That's 10. If we want it fully sourced. Yeah, I think we're going to get to a point to where I'm just going to let this run. And then next session we'll have a lot of stuff going on. We're really going to get this farm done, though. Alright, let's speed it up. Let's get this farm done. Let's get this new farmland done. Because then I'll feel more comfortable increasing the bots once we get more farm. I could continue to do my tunnel all the way through. So all that's water underneath, and then go down one more level. That's an idea. Let's do that. Let's do that. So I think we'll make the farm that level. That'll leave this level, and then we'll build that out. Yeah, let's continue this. What is right there? Yeah, so let's do that. Landscape. Let's get water all underneath here. Trying to see where my corners are. There we go. We're gonna make that all water. And so there should be 3 layers here. So this will be water, this will be dirt, and then we'll make this level the farm level, and that should be fine. So we need to come down one more level from there. So let's plan for that. So we're gonna make this all go down one more level. And that'll be all farm. And this should be good and watered. Are we ready for this one? Alright, let's blow it up. Let's slow it down because my game's too laggy right now. Alright, let's get these built so this pathway still exists. And I think we'll cut this across like this, and this will be the edge. That'll be the edge. So we can get rid of that. Demolish. We can get rid of that. Demolish. We want to demolish this. Demolish resource. And let's prioritize those two. Bang, bang. And then let's do this. It's not lag, it's the slow-mo mode. It was really cool because at the beginning of the game when you did dynamite it went brrrr, but now that it's the sim engine's just cranking out too hard. Uh-huh. Really wish this water would dry out. Looks like it's getting lower. Yeah, I think it's getting lower. I'm pretty sure I'm not supporting it from anything. Like I'm not missing something. Hopefully next drought this will really dry out. Alright, let's super higher prioritize this. I want to get this done. Alright, so let's do there, and we'll do the new road will be here. Nope, not stairs. Bang, bang. That'll be the edge. There we go. That'll be the edge. There. There we go. That'll be the edge. Alright, so I prioritize that. Alright, let's bring this down a notch. Right there. Bang, bang. Okay, very good. I really want to get that farm going. So how we doing? We got 5 more beavers. We're going to save these for the new farm. So I need 6 beavers, and they're going to work on this farm over here. Alright, thanks for the follow, Timmy. Timmy! Thank you for the follow. Really don't like this. Let's get rid of all this. Don't like any of that. Don't like that. We'll rethink this after I get done with the leveling. I should get back in this game. Love the Iron Teeth. Yeah, Iron Teeth are fun. I'm doing the folktale. I find the folktale easier. I think that's the purpose. But this is my first time playing in a couple of years, so I wanted to just kind of slide in easy mode and learn all the new features. How are we doing? Come on, guys. Let's speed this up. There we go. And you know what? No, I'm going to get some builders going. Let's get the builders going because they'll be working 24/7. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Now we got 24/7 builders. Now we're really rocking and rolling. Rufus with the double win. Congrats. Folktales have the cool theme parks, Iron Teeth, our work, and Coffee Addicts. Yeah. Something about breeding pods. I don't know. I like the idea that more housing and then that's the number of beavers that I have. The housing is what I like about the folktales. If I have 6 houses, I'm going to have 6 beavers. That's right. Rufus with the double win. And so StreamerBot 1.0 is going to support Kick, so eventually we'll start having the raffle across all 3. So 3 chances to win. So then people will have to pull off the rare triple win. The double win won't be good enough. You have to get a triple win. Alright, so now we got some 24/7 bots. Turkey. Yeah, turkey. Absolutely. Bowl of turkey. Hackerman incoming. Yeah, so 1.0 just went into beta. I'll give it a couple of versions before I start trying to mess with it. I don't want to mess up my streams and stuff. So we'll let other people test it. Hey, thanks for the lurk. Who is that? Nine Hollow? Yes. Alright, here we go. We got one more and we're going to blow it up. I gotta be careful. If I blow it up now, I'll kill some of those guys. Alright, let's do it. Ooh, no, I should get this corner over here. Hold on, I'm not done. We want to get that corner. Well, let's top prioritize that. There we go. See, the bots are still working. See, those are bots. Even though it's nighttime, the bots are working. Alright, very good. Let's blow her up. Let's put it on a regular speed. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna kill people. Let's do it. Boosh. Oh, that's always satisfying. Alright, then the next layer is the last layer. And that'll be the farm layer. Very good. Alright, this next layer will be the last farm layer. So we want to get close to that water. Alright, let's see here. Landscaping. Let's not do that one. Why can I not select that? There we go. Delete that. Because I'm going to use that for this new stairway down. We'll keep the wall there. In case we want it. Alright, that looks good. Let's get this shit built. Okay, all prioritize. There we go. Let's speed her back up. Let's get some walkways for them. You know what? Should have blown that up too. It's too late now. It's not going to be high as per the other stuff. Alright, I should be able to build that now. Let's save, big changes. Alright, after that gets done, one more level, we can build the farm. No goods selected, uh-oh. Oh, this was supposed to be wood. Shit. Logs. These are supposed to both be logs. Damn it. Did I do logs here? Yeah, got logs. Alright. Oh, I never did build the stairs down. Alright, so let's destroy that. Let's get some stairs. There we go. Let's get a pathway. There we go. Perfect. Let's high prioritize those stairs. Let's get those stairs built. Alright, I think this guy's done. He shouldn't have anything to do. Let's pause him. He shouldn't have anything to do now. Yeah, we're done logging out, then we're going to blow this all up too. We're going to blow this every bit up. We're going to come all the way up to here. Oh, this is going to get flattened. This is going to get flattened too. So let's go ahead. Is he done? Oh, he's still got those to do. Okay. Alright, let's go check on our... let's make the water underneath a high priority. Not a high priority, but medium priority. Medium high priority. So where am I? I'm lost. There's my farmland. Alright, let's go down a few layers. Alright, let's make this medium. Very good. That should really help with the water situation. In fact, I don't see any reason not to just blow that all the way through completely. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? Yeah, let's just make that all the way through. Landscaping, tunnel. Fill that all up with water. We won't have prioritized that as much. We want this area built. Probably could just blow this section up. Alright, let's see here. We got 9 bots left. 9 more new bots. You know what? Screw it. Let's get them hauling. We'll get them hauling. So now we have bots farming, water pumping, hauling, and building. So all that activity should be happening 24/7 now. We can bump those up. We should have plenty of workers now. Let's just bump that up. You know what? We can have one of these herbalists going too. Why not? What is this? Herbalist. Screw it. Let's get you going. Also, don't forget this Tuesday community votes in for Ship Showdown. Can you vote now? They don't have the final 16, do they? Oh, this is to go into the final 16. Yeah. Alright, what's going on here? Oh, this guy's fixing his teeth. Really want to get this farm done before I end this session. Almost done. Alright, we got speed up. Let's save it. Flooded building. I know. This should be draining out. There should be no new water coming into here. Shit. Yeah, this is just self-contained. This should dry out eventually. One time I need a dry season. Well, guys, get you back to work. Don't worry. Yeah, final 16, 2 per division starts this week. Then later this month, we get the good free fly event. Yeah. Alright, 2 more. I'm gonna blow up this layer. Oh, we got those to do too. Is everything high priority? Yeah, they're all high priority. Actually, I want to keep this wall here, so let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one, and let's get rid of that one. There we go. I do want to keep the wall. I don't know why, but I want a wall. And so, wall. Let's get rid of that one too. There we go. And let's get rid of this. And we'll put some stairs down. Let's bump him up. Alright, I think it looks like it's ready to be built. Or blown up. Oh, we got one missing. Alright, he's built. Let's destroy that. Boosh! Alright, let's get a ladder here. There we go. And a walkway. Perfect. That works out well. Now let's high prioritize him. Okay, he is high prioritized. There we go. And we're going to be ready. Here we go. Let's slow it down and play. Boom. Also, Wave of Idris P cells. I can't wait for another F4 war. There we go. So this will all turn green when we get the waterways built out underneath it. Alright, so we don't want that. Alright, just... Oh, it's flooding! Shit! I didn't think of something. There's water there. There. Well, it's good and green now. Alright. That's gonna flood until I get that filled up. I forgot this was a waterway. And now I gotta really... Now I can't build my farm because there's water there. I'll just have to wait. I know, I keep flooding the... It gets... Because, you know, as you get a more complex structure, it's hard to remember and see everything you get. Let me, Dory, let me figure out how to turn off, Let me see if I can turn off the stupid can't post stuff. Hold on. So, stream... Creator dashboard... community, content, settings, maybe moderation, auto. See, I got an auto mod set rules. Block terms and phases permitted. Harmful chatter detection. Shared bot info. Bot chatter. Non-mod. Block hyperlinks. All right, let me change that. All right, see what that does. See if you can post it. But see if you can post it on there now. I just turned off the block the links. I've been wanting to get rid of that. Hey, there we go. We have enabled links. We have links. All right, we're gonna let this play through. We'll have to deal with the farm next session. I gotta wrap up. I got things to do. We're going to Williams-Sonoma and stuff like that. So we're just gonna let this play and get a bunch of good stuff and get some bots going. So let me save this. And I'm gonna let this run. Resume game. Yeah, only thing that link is blocked, you just gotta be careful with new chat. Yeah, I know. I think I have something about new chatters can do so much. Alright, let's see. Who are we gonna raid? Let's see who's doing the Timberborn stuff. Anybody doing Timberborn? Let's go see. Timberborn. See if there's any Timber. Oh, we got people that's doing Timberborn. Alright, let's see who's doing English in Timberborn. There we go. There's a lot less. So many non-English people love Timberborn. I think it's just certain types of games you'll see a lot of Europeans like. The train games, sim games, this kind of stuff. Let's go check this dude out.
Oh my goodness.
So these are the two English speaking ones. They don't have cameras. I guess we'll do this guy.
Sounds fun.
Or girl.
The carousel. Oh.
Alright, we'll do her.
Oh, the carousel.
She's at least talking. Remember, folks, even if you only have no people, you still want to talk. Never stop talking, because you never know when someone's listening in. Alright, let's show the last bonus code. Cat. What is cat? Alright. And let's get the raid going. So we got our last code shown. And raid channel. Search and filter. Bang. Start raid. All right, raiding now. Let's do it.